10 terrifying paranormal stories. You won't believe these haunted tales. Did you know that over 45% of people believe in ghosts? That's right, almost half of us think there's something lurking beyond the grave. Which, fair enough. Can't say I blame them. Pretty chilling, huh? Stick around because today, we're diving into 10 terrifying paranormal stories that you won't believe. Welcome back, everyone. If you love a good scare, you're in the right place. Paranormal stories have a way of captivating us, making our hearts race and our skin crawl. Whether it's ghosts, hauntings, or unexplainable phenomena, there's something spine-tingling about these tales that keeps us coming back for more. So, grab your favorite snack, dim the lights, and let's jump into the eerie world of the supernatural. Alright, buckle up, because we're starting with a real humdinger, the Crying Boy. Now this isn't just some spooky story told around a campfire, it's about an actual painting, see? A mass-produced print of a sad little dude, tears streaming down his face. Kind of a bummer to look at, honestly. But here's where it gets weird. Legend has it, this painting brought misfortune to anyone who owned it. Houses would mysteriously burst into flames, leaving nothing but ash and, you guessed it, the Crying Boy. Untouched, undamaged. Still pretty sad, to be honest. Some folks say these fires were just a string of unfortunate coincidences. Bad wiring, maybe a rogue toaster oven, who knows? But others? They believe the painting was cursed. The Crying Boy remains a chilling reminder that sometimes the things we bring into our homes can harbor some seriously spooky secrets. Next up, we're heading to Adams, Tennessee, where a particularly nasty entity decided to set up shop and torment a family in the 1800s. This is the story of the Bell Witch, and let me tell you, this ain't no Casper the Friendly Ghost situation. We're talking full-on poltergeist activity, folks. This unseen force, which the family claimed was the spirit of a disgruntled neighbor, was not here to play nice. The patriarch of the family, John Bell, bore the brunt of the witch's wrath. She hated that guy, really had it out for him. The Bell Witch story became a legend in its own time, and to this day, people claim to experience strange and unsettling phenomena in the area. Okay, let's talk about something that might hit a little too close to home for some of you. Shadow people. These aren't your run-of-the-mill ghosts. Oh no. These entities are far more elusive, often appearing as fleeting glimpses in our peripheral vision. You know that feeling? You're just minding your own business, maybe watching some quality late-night infomercials, when out of the corner of your eye, you see it. A dark, shadowy figure, just lurking there in the doorway. You turn to get a better look, but it's gone, vanished into thin air. Many cultures have their own versions of shadow people, often associating them with negative energy, fear, or even malevolent entities. Whatever their true nature, encountering a shadow person can be a deeply unsettling experience. Chapter 4. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Now, if you're a fan of the paranormal, you've probably heard of Waverly Hills Sanatorium. This abandoned tuberculosis hospital in Kentucky has earned a chilling reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. Built in the early 1900s, Waverly Hills was originally intended to be a beacon of hope for tuberculosis patients. However, as the disease ravaged the population, the hospital became overcrowded and understaffed, leading to unimaginable suffering within its walls. Today, the spirits of those who suffered and died within Waverly Hills are said to still linger, trapped within its crumbling walls. Visitors and investigators have reported countless paranormal encounters, from disembodied voices whispering through the empty corridors to full-bodied apparitions appearing out of thin air. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that Waverly Hills Sanatorium is a place steeped in tragedy and sorrow. Chapter 5. The Amityville Horror. Ah, the Amityville Horror. This story has it all. A gruesome murder, a haunted house, and enough pop culture references to last a lifetime. In 1974, the Lutz family moved into a charming Dutch colonial house at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York. Seems like a pretty sweet deal, right? Well, there was just one tiny little detail they might have overlooked. Just a year earlier, the previous owner had murdered his entire family in that very house. Almost immediately after moving in, the Lutz family started experiencing strange and unsettling phenomena. We're talking foul odors, unexplained noises, and even reports of demonic figures appearing in the house. The family only lasted 28 days in the house before fleeing in terror, leaving behind their belongings and their sanity, allegedly. Whether you believe the Lutz family's account or not, there's no denying the enduring power of the Amityville Horror story. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the most idyllic settings can hide dark and disturbing secrets. Chapter 6. The Enfield Poltergeist. Now we're hopping across the pond to England, where a seemingly ordinary house in Enfield, London, became the epicenter of one of the most well-documented poltergeist cases in history. In 1977, the Hodgson family, a single mother and her 4 children, moved into a council house on Green Street. It all started subtly enough. Strange noises, objects moving on their own. You know, the usual poltergeist shenanigans. But things quickly escalated. Furniture started levitating, beds shaking violently, and disembodied voices echoing through the house. The Enfield Poltergeist case remains a hotly debated topic to this day. Was it a genuine case of poltergeist activity, a clever hoax perpetrated by a bored family? Or maybe, just maybe, a little bit of both. Alright, let's dive into the world of Jewish folklore with this next one, shall we? The Diok Box. Now, if you're not familiar with Jewish mythology, a Diok is basically a restless, malicious spirit that can possess the living. The story goes that this particular box, a simple wooden wine cabinet, was owned by a Holocaust survivor who claimed it had become inhabited by a Diok during her time in a concentration camp. She used the box to trap the malevolent spirit, preventing it from causing further harm. The box changed hands several times, with each new owner experiencing a string of horrifying misfortunes, illness, financial ruin, even death. Whatever the truth may be, the Diok Box serves as a chilling reminder that some things are best left undisturbed. Chapter 8. The Ghost of Anne Bolin. From a cursed box, we're heading to a cursed castle, or at least one with a particularly famous resident ghost. Buckle up, history buffs, because we're talking about Anne Bolin, the ill-fated Queen of England who lost her head thanks to her charming husband, King Henry VIII. Anne Boleyn's story is a tragic one. She was accused of adultery, treason, and a whole bunch of other trumped-up charges. Also, Henry could get himself a new wife. Anne was imprisoned in the Tower of London, where she met her grisly end at the hands of a skilled swordsman. Legend has it that her spirit, still reeling from the injustice of it all, has been spotted wandering the halls of the tower, searching for her lost head. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the tragic and haunting legacy of Anne Boleyn. Chapter 9. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. Alright, let's talk about photographic evidence, shall we? Because this next story involves one of the most famous ghost photos ever taken. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. This chilling image, captured in 1936, sent shockwaves through the paranormal community and remains a source of fascination and debate to this day. Raynham Hall, a grand old manor in Norfolk, England, has a long and storied history. But it's the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole, also known as the Brown Lady, that truly cemented its place in paranormal history. Lady Dorothy, the sister of the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, was rumored to have died under mysterious circumstances in the early 1700s. Some say she was locked away by her husband after he discovered her infidelity, while others believe she succumbed to smallpox. Whatever the cause of her demise, Lady Dorothy's spirit was said to roam the halls of Raynham Hall, often seen as a shadowy figure in a brown brocade dress. But it wasn't until 2 photographers from Country Life magazine visited the manor in 1936 that her image was finally captured on film. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall remains a haunting reminder that sometimes seeing is believing. Chapter 10. The LMP Mansion. Last but certainly not least, we're heading to St. Louis, Missouri, to a place that's practically synonymous with tragedy and hauntings, the LMP Mansion. The LMP family, once a brewing dynasty, built their fortune on beer. But their success was overshadowed by a series of personal tragedies that seemed to curse the family name. Over the next few decades, 3 more LMP family members would die by suicide within the mansion's walls, each death adding another layer of sorrow and despair to the already heavy atmosphere. Visitors to the LMP Mansion have reported a wide range of paranormal activity, from disembodied voices and phantom footsteps to unexplained cold spots and the feeling of being watched. The LMP Mansion stands as a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest tragedies are those we inflict upon ourselves. It's a place where history and hauntings collide, leaving visitors to ponder the enduring power of the past and the mysteries that lie beyond the grave. So, there you have it. 10 terrifying paranormal stories that remind us how little we truly know about the world. Each tale highlights the eerie nature of these experiences and how they leave an indelible mark on those who encounter them. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, these stories are a chilling reminder of the mysteries that may lie just beyond our understanding. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced something paranormal? Or do you have a favorite ghost story of your own? Drop your tales in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more chilling content. Until next time, keep your lights on and stay spooky.